We are back, and who is this, and why are we talking about him?
He's become a sort of phenomenon recently.
Yeah, so this is a indie wrestler named Chasyn Rance, and it is Chasyn, Chasyn. This is an actual name. He is a trainer at a school, which I will be showing you here in a second. This is not doxing anybody. But he is brought up because Grapple Vision did a video on him, which has been taken down. We'll talk about that here in a second. But he is a convicted pedophile. And we're talking about this, and these are all facts. He is convicted for it. I don't know if he served any jail time. Peanut Gallery, you were supposed to do homework for this.
He had to pay a fine. I don't think he did any jail time before his trial.
Okay.
So, but beyond that, also he had to register as a sex offender.
Is he still registered as a sex offender?
Yeah, he has to be registered for the rest of his life.
Oh, I didn't realize he had to do it for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
so,
he can't live within 500 feet of the school.
Ironically. And we'll talk about this weird little loophole that he managed to pull off here in a second. But he might look familiar in a different context as well, because he was a contestant on Tool Academy.
Yep.
I think this was the 3rd season.
Yep. And we've been doing, Gunner TV has been doing a review of Tool Academy over the past couple of months as well.
Well, a lot of those commentary channels have been doing stuff with Tool Academy.
Yeah.
And
so that's kind of why he was kind of put back into the spotlight.
Yep.
Is because he's a wrestler. He's wrestled mostly indies in Florida. He's in the Orlando area. But he did some notable time with some notable promotions, and one of those matches we'll watch here at the very end.
Yes, we'll talk about that here in a second. But let's talk more about what happened with poor Grapple Vision, because so this is sort of what happened. He had a Grapple Vision's very good about doing these very documentary style videos, and part of the Chasyn Rance documentary or docuseries, whatever you want to call it, had an interview with a different podcaster right after his arrest, because it was fairly big news within his community, because Chasyn is known within the Orlando area because of his indie work. Now, I thought it was actually Viacom because Tool Academy was on MTV. And MTV is owned by Viacom. And Viacom, they're very notorious for...
Viacom is, they're
very notorious for taking down videos and stuff on YouTube, but they were not the ones who actually submitted the copyright claim. It was the interviewer who actually manually did it. Why? I mean, luckily, Peanut Gallery and I saw the video before it was taken down, and it was a meat writing session. This interviewer was just like, if you were watching like very amateur baseball and they just throw the ball and it's like a rainbow. It's like this. That's how soft these softball questions were. That's how soft they were. It's like, what kind of cupcakes do you like? No, how about you talk about why he touched a 15-year-old, had sex with her multiple times after they smoked weed and drank alcohol in his house. That was the
that was the whole thing. That's why he got,
and how this came out was her mom read her diary. And she talked about having sex with this guy in the diary, and then she called the police. And if I'm not mistaken, Chasyn pled guilty to the charges. Not no contest.
Just guilty.
Guilty. Because he is guilty. He was guilty. The interview that happened, if I'm recalling correctly, was they were both really drunk and it just happened. It's like, okay, I am going to give this guy the biggest benefit of the doubt. Like in the fucking world. Where maybe that did happen. Maybe he was just so drunk, inhibitions are gone. He maybe forgot that she was 15. They did it. Woke up the next day. Oh shit.
Yeah.
If you do it once and it happens, I'm giving you the biggest okay.
Right.
But apparently this happened multiple times.
Yeah.
And he was 27, by the way. So he was 12 years her senior.
Yeah. And the reason why we kind of brought this up too was because he was known for this. I think Tool Academy happened after his conviction. Yes. So there was that connection there too, because he was, I mean, at the time, obviously being Tool Academy, he had to be in a relationship with somebody. Because that's just the nature of the reality TV show. But he was already notorious for his like lewd behavior.
Oh, by the way, this is on Florida's website,
yes,
so this is 100% an official thing.
He has to register as a sex offender, and people have to be notified in the neighborhood that he is a registered sex offender.
Yeah, so he was arrested, if I'm not mistaken, in 2020.
No, he was arrested in 2010.
Oh, 2010. Okay.
Yes, he was convicted in 2011. He was arrested in 2010.
Do you remember what season he was in Tool Academy?
I think it was season 3, like you said.
No, I mean what year?
Oh, what year? I think that season occurred in 2000. I think it occurred in 2011 as well. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, this was all happening at the same time.
Right. So yeah, it was a lewd and lascivious acts against a victim, 12 to 15 years. And he was arrested in 2011.
Yeah.
Pedo Gallery, look up what year that season of Tool Academy was.
Yeah.
It was the last year, because that was the first year that Tool Academy. If you don't know about Tool Academy, the first couple of seasons, it was douchebag men that were brought there by their female partners.
Right.
But in that season, I remember distinctly he was in a wrestling match against a woman that was actually brought there by another female, and he lost. And they all dogged him for it, and that's why he was let go. He left the first episode.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Well, I thought it was season 3. It could be wrong.
Was it season 3 or was it season 4? I can't remember how many seasons there were.
I couldn't remember either. I'm looking it up right now, though.
I'll continue to filibuster. But yes, so this is his official record right here. He has to be, like Pedo Gallery said, a sex offender for the rest of his life. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But let's go to...
It was no jail time, though, because I think it wasn't like a... It was a consensual thing that happened. It
was a consensual thing that happened. He didn't rape her.
Right. It wasn't something like that.
No.
It just happened to be someone who was underage.
Yes. I don't want to say it's statutory rape, but it kind of is, because even if they consent, they can't legally consent to sex, even if they say yes. But they were both drunk, to my knowledge. And I think that's what the person said in her diary. I don't know why the mom was snooping, but I guess it was a good thing, because we get this pedophile off the street.
Right.
Apparently, this was not his only arrest for something like this either. To what I'm aware of, he actually was arrested twice.
No, I don't think there was another. I didn't see any other arrests. It was only the 2010 arrest and then the 2011 conviction.
Okay.
So he was on season 3. Season 3 happened in it was premiered in 2010. I think the actual filming probably happened a year earlier. So actually, this was before.
This was before it came out.
Not too long before it came out, but it did.
Right.
It was before, but he. Obviously, if you watch it when it came out, it's like, this guy is very lewd and things of that nature. Obviously, this is a guy who just has all sorts of issues going on.
Oh yeah.
But beyond that, he really kind of didn't get into a lot of trouble after that.
Yeah. So I actually have a clip which we will be playing here right now of the original news. Of the original news broadcast of when he was arrested. So we'll watch that here really quick, and then we'll talk about the school, that he is a trainer of and why it's sort of weird. And then also we will watch a quick match that he was in. So first, let's do the news story right now. Peanut Gallery, I'm hoping you see everything. Okay, let me minimize this. Actually, I'll just do that. There we go. Okay, so let's watch this really quick, and then we'll go back into the website.
And reality show star is accused tonight of having sex with a minor.
Chasyn Rance is accused of lewd and lascivious battery on that girl.
And the girl says she had sex with the reality show star several times at his Orlando home when she was just 15 years old.
West 2's Craig Lucy shows the local man dubbed a bad boy on national TV could wind up with a reputation that's much, much worse.
He's like wrestling in front of like nobody.
Yeah. But that's indie wrestling for you.
Yep.
It's a ladies' man. He likes to kiss his groupies before showing off his skills in the ring. Rance even went on the reality show Tool Academy to become a better boyfriend. His new reality, being labeled a sex offender. In his arrest affidavit, investigators say a 15-year-old girl was visiting from California, hanging out at his Orlando home 2 years ago. She wrote in her diary that they smoked marijuana, drank alcohol, and had sex. Her mother came across the diary and called police. We stopped by his house. No one answered the door.
I'm really in shock, you know?
His neighbor, a father, is very concerned Rance bonded out of jail after being arrested for lewd and lascivious battery on a child.
Oh yeah, so yeah, like I said, it was a little bit of jail, but he just bailed himself out.
Yep.
I guess, yeah. You never know.
We do know Chasyn's run on reality TV was a short one. VH1's website says Chasyn was to be schooled in proper behavior, focusing on trust, romance, and family values.
My girlfriend set me up, but you know what? I don't think I need the help that they need.
He quit the show in the first episode. In Orange County, Craig Lucy, Wesh 2 News.
All right, so that was the news clip.
Yeah.
So let's go back to our friendly neighborhood website here, because let's talk about the school that he's a part of. So it's called Team Vision Dojo. You can find it teamvisiondojo.com. The URL's right there.
And the thing is he works with, like, I from what I understand, he works with not only like wrestlers who are of age, but also maybe some underage wrestlers as well, which
that is a big controversy that
is concerning.
Yes, he is a trainer, and you can go in there, I think, like, at 15. I think you can actually start training at 14, 15.
Specifically works with the younger students.
Yes, he does. He works with the newer recruits who actually go into the school.
Yeah. Just do with that as you will.
And the thing is that, like, this, you would think, oh, this is sort of a smaller wrestling school. The Team Vision was actually made by Larry Zbyszko.
Yeah. It's actually a very, like, large school in
the area. See, there he is, right there. There's our friendly little pedophile right behind the oldest person, which I'm pretty sure anybody over the age of 12 makes him physically sick to his stomach. So, yes, it's all right there. They're like, oh my God, we trained some of the best. It was established in 2002, so it's an older school. I mean, like, relatively.
Yeah, but that's just the way it is.
Yep, exactly.
And that's what he does. Still does it.
Yep. Now, we're not saying to go and harass them, because obviously that would be in poor taste.
And this is
there's their contact information if you want to do whatever you want with that. Maybe
I'm sure that they
inquire, give them a ring, ask them why they're okay with a person who likes the diddly little kitties is working with the youngins. Whatever you want to do.
Well, gotta start them young, I guess.
I guess so. I mean, if you want the slings and arrows of wrestling, I mean.
Anyways,
he wants to do a different kind of wrestling.
Moving on, he actually did appear in.
He appeared in TNA.
He did, and so we're gonna watch one of his matches in TNA.
Yes, it's very, very short. It's having a moment. Hang on. Here we go. I don't know why I did that. So let's actually change it up here if it wants to cooperate with me today.
Oh, nope.
Okay. I don't know why it's having a meltdown, but for some reason it's having a meltdown with the match. It was working just fine. I was doing this earlier. Oh, this is cute. All right, let me try this. Continue to filibuster a little bit while I figure this out.
So his stint in TNA was short. I think it was just a few matches in Explosion, and this match, I don't know when this match took place because Explosion has a long history. But my guess is probably around the same time as well because the age kind of matches up with that.
Oh my god, this thing's having a moment. Hang on 1 second.
Okay. But yeah, like
there we go. There we go. I just had to close it out, get pissed off, cry a little bit, and then now we're back. So let's watch.
Yay.
Let's watch a match with the pedophile. Also, so this is a triple threat match with Jay Lethal and Samoa Joe. This was a match in 2006.
oh, okay. So it wasn't around the same time.
No.
It's like this looks very 2006 Spike.
Yep.
Very colorful.
Oh, and Samoa Joe was the X Division champion.
Yes.
I think this was right before Unbreakable.
Yeah.
With a three-way match. No, he was the champion.
Yeah.
No, Samoa Joe wasn't the champion going there. I thought it was Christopher Daniels. No, it was Samoa Joe. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he had like a year-long reign, didn't he, or something like that?
He was undefeated.
Yeah.
So our friendly our pro wrestling pedophiles won in black pants.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I had to really point that out.
No, he was like a little scrawny little thing.
I don't know what that was from Jay Lethal, but it looked okay.
Yeah.
But Jay Lethal's a pro wrestler.
Well, so is Chasyn. So is Samoa Joe. They're all pro wrestlers.
Samoa Joe was so effing good.
Right.
I don't know why
he was.
I don't know why he thought it was cute to have those little things in his hair, but no.
You don't like that?
It's so weird.
How many matches? From my understanding, he was only in 2 matches in TNA.
Yeah, this is one of them. I think the other one's a little bit later. Just slapping the shit out of him.
He kind of deserves that.
A little bit.
A little tool.
I see what you did there.
Ha Oh, there it goes. Yep. Being humiliated.
And that was it. That was the whole match. He was the one who tapped out, so
Yes.
you got a little bit of satisfaction there.
Yep.
So that was it. That's our little story with Chasyn. If you guys come after us, once again, our lawyer is very much a pit bull. So that would be fun. Peanut Gallery, what are we doing next week?
I don't know.
So there we go. If you guys enjoyed this, remember to like, follow, subscribe, all of the good stuff. And as always, be
Majestic?